This is TWiT.
V-A-N-A. What is Vana?
Well, it looks like an interesting sort of, as Jock Searles would say, VRM play, where users are recognizing, hey, our data is our own and we want to manage it and we want to get compensated for it and we want to decide who's using it and how.
It's pretty timely. When Reddit IPO'd, they let us know that Google had paid them, I think it was $60 million for access to all the Reddit data. What is the Reddit data? Our posts. There is no data from Reddit. It's all the people posting on Reddit, just like Twitter and Facebook and everywhere else. So I think there were some people who said, gee, why should Reddit make $60 million? So Vana well, in theory, we'll see, wants to let you take your Reddit data and rent it out to train AI. And you get paid. Is this viable? Right. I wonder.
The problem I always see is that the actual value per user of that data is so minimal.
Yeah, here's your 32 cents.
Right. It's, it's kind of like Spotify royalties for most musicians, unfortunately, or it's not worth the cost of cutting the check, basically.
Now, I guess Google already has your data, but there are plenty of other people who would like to use that data who don't have deals with Reddit. So you could make them individual deals. And I would guess what Vana wants to do, by the way, they've raised a lot of money. What I would guess Vana wants to do is aggregate a bunch of people's data, right? And then offer it as a bundle to Hugging Face or whoever, or OpenAI, and then distribute it out.
I mean, the value of Reddit is real. If you do a Google search, often one of the auto suggests will be to add the keyword Reddit to your search. In other words, people have figured out that the general web search results Google returns are junk. What you want is the Reddit discussion about that topic. Yeah. And that will get you the real answer.
I have to say, I don't think Vana is really viable for that very reason. But I do think it's important to recognize that that Reddit's making money on our data, as is Twitter.
For what reason? The money reason? The 32-cent reason?
Yeah, it's just too small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just know. I don't know. I feel like this is looking at something that's going to be more widespread. And yeah, it's not going to be a lot of money, but anything that can replicate and give users more control, I think is a good thing.
Yeah. Reddit banned the Vana subreddit.
That's funny.
It's also.
I want to push back a little.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just want to push back a little bit on what Owen said about Reddit. Reddit has great information, but Reddit is made up of people. And unlike us, I'd like to say, unlike professional journalists, they're just people. They're great people, and they're average people, and they're trolls, and they're idiots, and they're liars, and they're just. You have to take everything you read on Reddit with a grain of sand.
Just like AI information, right? It's all hallucination.
Well,
all the way.
Like
yeah.
And Wikipedia, which is super valuable, but so you have to.
Did you?
Careful.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, humans are full of misinformation. Your neighbor, ask your neighbor of any variety of questions,
right?
And they will give you any variety of answers, and you would be prudent to suspect each answer, right?
Yeah.
But
critical thinking is so important.
You made such a good point, though, Larry, that we only know who won the election not because we went to the federal election database,
right?
But because we read the New York Times or watched CBS Evening News,
right?
We're trusting some other person to do that.
And in the case of the 2020 election, there are places where you might go and get the wrong information that millions of people believe,
right?
And that's another aspect of this.
It does raise the question, what is truth? What is reality?
Virtual or real or artificial? Or
you saw this. Go ahead.
I think that is something that all of the AI developers are concerned with as well, right? Yeah. That we're trying to give you something that is reliable and that you can, that it relies on information itself that is reliable. And I don't know, it's a huge mountain to climb, but necessary.
And it changes as we learn during COVID-19. What science says is accurate on day one may be questioned on day two.
Yeah.
And, that's just the nature of science as well.
Hey, thank you for watching this little snippet from our big show, the News Roundtable, This Week in Tech. I'm Leo Laporte. Each week we cover the week's tech news, in-depth analysis, but it's also fun and engaging. You'll find it at twit.tv along with all of our shows. And if you want more, just hit the subscribe button, and we'll be sure to bring you a lot more great content. Thanks for listening.